It is Labor Day, September 2nd, 2024. Hello, Beverly. How are you? It's kind of a lazy day. I was kind of ready to hit the ground running with making phone calls this morning, but it's Labor Day. What was I thinking, man? So I got some stuff done around the house today. I haven't done a meme show in a while, so I think I'm going to run a couple memes. I got a little new place to visit here. We're in a town called Ephrata, Pennsylvania, and I got something I want to show you here. Hi, Hilda. Hey, Nova, how are you? How's everybody doing today? Hope you're not overloaded with work today. Nice day off. It's a beautiful day here today. I got 95 degrees in the van, but it's not that warm out here. It's more like 75 degrees out here. So I just pulled up. We're at a new location here in Ephrata, Pennsylvania. And I just found out that Kamala opened up an office here in this little town. Let's see, my garbage newspaper gave me an article. Harris effort eyes Ephrata. Campaign to open office on East Main Street on Saturday. So they opened up this new spot here for the Harris campaign. Kamala Harris's presidential campaign is looking to court Republican voters with a new office at 114 East Main Street in Ephrata. Now I might add that Ephrata, let's see, what's a little nugget I could tell you about Ephrata? A couple J6ers from Ephrata. Samuel Lazar lived in Ephrata. There was another J6er, I can't remember what his name is, but he was the attorney for the city of Ephrata. He was a J6er, got arrested, spent time in prison, lost his position. I think he even lost his bar license. This is a Republican city here. It's a very pretty little town also. The downtown area is totally restored. The sidewalks aren't all cracked up. Parking doesn't cost a fortune. And it's that way because it's been a Republican town for a long time. It has industry here. My insurance company, I think, is based out of this town. There's a bank, a banking thing called Ephrata National Bank is from Ephrata. So it's a prosperous little town. And it's that way because Republicans have been in control here for a long time. And the Harris campaign found it appropriate to open up an office right on Main Street. So there is a couple of empty storefronts here. They took advantage of the lame economy, probably to get a good deal on an empty storefront here. And I'm about to show you that, but I'm rolling a couple smokes here before we get going. All right, Lou Maldonado. I watched a Tampon Tim speech, only 2,300 watched. How many were there, Lou? I just saw 53 minutes ago. They wrecked the van on their way into a rally in Milwaukee, was it? Is that where they were? Let me see here. Yeah, go there with the Trump flag. Well, yeah, I might as well put this out while we're talking. We'll just plant this right here right now. I don't think anyone's in the office right now. Hi there, Stu. I don't have a whole lot to report on the Freedom Corner today. I was there I was watching it last night with everybody. It was a great night, man. We had the Pollock family in the chat. I jumped around a little. I was with Sapphire Patriot for a while. And everyone was having some blotchy network last night, so I think I flipped over to Nicole's channel, and the Pollock family was in on the Nicole channel. It was pretty cool talking with Oh, yeah, I got a whole bunch of memes, man. Let's just run through some memes here. And we could talk about that. My politics is whatever this is. Who's not even in that crowd? That's a meme from a couple weeks ago, before Elon Musk joined in, before Robert F. Kennedy joined in, before Tulsi Gabbard joined in. Is Vivek Swami isn't even in this one. I mean, we got a dream team coming, and Kamala and Tampon Tim are out there campaigning high school gyms, and they're not even showing the crowds. I watched Kamala did a press or a rally, if you could call it that. And it sounded like there was maybe 100 people, but it was definitely in a school gym. She was like switching up accents, like she's trying to be hip. Her voice, she's got that nasally voice, like she's talking to a toddler. You know how you change your voice when you're talking to a little kid? You kind of make your voice happier, and you try not, like, hey little Jimmy, you having a good time today? Did you eat your potatoes? You can't have dessert till you eat your meal. You know how you change your voice like that. That's what it sounds like. Kamala's talking like that all the time. And there's like real intelligent people that are going to go vote for her, which is bewildering, man. I was trolling the Roland S. Martin channel again. I haven't been deleted there, but I am tiptoeing through these people. And they're all about interviewing it's a black guy's channel. Yeah, there you go, Carol Burton. The USA Today, there was some kind of accident with the Tim Walz motorcade. I saw a white van. I think that was the motorcade. Oh, and they got the bus. They're touring in a big bus, too. That was outside the windows when Kamala gave her CNN interview. So all the people on this Roland Martin channel, they can't stand CNN now because they thought CNN sabotaged Kamala in the interview there. Oh, here's a good one. So they all can't stand CNN. They think CNN was too harsh. They think CNN asked really stupid questions. And I'm just praying while I watch this. Get in their chat and pray for some words, from God to make them think, make them realize how badly they're getting played by Kamala and company here. They all voted for Joe Biden. He's technically still the president. Wherever he is, I don't know. I think he's waiting for the hairs on his leg to turn blonde in the sun down at the beach. But he is technically still the president. And if he's incapacitated, like about a year ago, they figured out Joe Biden couldn't stand trial for hiding secret documents at his house because he was old and too incompetent to stand trial. I don't know why the Republicans didn't jump on this and get rid of him, impeach him because of his medical condition or his health condition or whatever it is. And then the Democrat Party just did it for us. They just took him out, said Kamala's the new front runner. Nobody in the primaries voted for her. So when's everybody going to just wake up? When will that last snooze alarm go that you just can't hit the snooze alarm one more time, Oh, there you go, Uno. Tampon Tim's brother said he is dangerous and shouldn't be running for anything. His brother is thinking about backing Trump. Well, that would be a good idea. We could use all the votes we can get just to make it so you can't cheat. Too big to rig is what they're saying. Yeah, Uno, thanks for that. I didn't see that article yet. But here we go. I just thought this artwork was really good. You got Hillary and you got Kamala and Obama there. A spoof on the fight video or photo. The most iconic photo ever taken, I do believe, man. The Hayseeds, hello, how are you? Welcome. Hey, Jerry. I saw nobody was streaming, so I just thought I'd pop on here. We're just gonna goof off for a while here. Yeah, all right, Lou Maldonado, you have seen the Roland Martin show. The guy is unbelievable, and he's obviously getting paid to just promote Kamala, man. The dude is very well fed. He's got, he's got bling. He's got a lot of bling on, man. He's got a ring on his finger that's just obnoxiously huge. He talks to all these black leaders, small-time leaders and stuff, and every time he talks to them, they go, "You're right, Roland. I agree with you." And then they talk, and then they get these old white men that are obviously the people in control of the hypnosis that come on, and they spew their malarkey, and they're all saying, "Yeah, we're fight against the man. The old white people are bad." And then they got old white people on there telling them what to do. It's crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. Here's another one. The government has no plans to return your freedom. How long will it take you to realize that? Slave. And that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with slaves that don't understand that they're slaves, man. They have made being a slave fashionable. They pay extra for jeans with holes in them. They wear big chains around their neck, just like slaves. They put rings in their nose and their ears, just like slaves. But it's cool now. They got, they get tattoos, and that's, slaves were tattooed, I mean, it's weird how the slavery life has been made fashionable. I'm not railing against tattoos by any means, but that's what they do. And the ring in the nose and the chain on the neck. I mean, if you read anything that was written 2,000 years ago, if you put a chain on your neck, it meant you were a slave. When a king would take over another king, he would allow that king to live in his court, but the king had to wear a gold chain on his neck. He got to wear a gold chain, by the way. That's right. There's the dream team, Lou. Someone post that one. I like that comment there. Trump, Vance, RFK, Elon, Tulsi, buyback, MAGA. So, and then what the people on Roland's show there, they don't understand that the Republican Party has its own little civil war going on. We are in an internal conflict within the Republican Party right now with the rhinos and MAGA, basically. And here in Pennsylvania, it's thick, man. It is thick. Republicans haven't done anything to stand up against the prosecutions for J6, the rigged election. They haven't done a thing about it. And they have the balls to call themselves Republicans. So there is an internal thing going on with the Republican Party, and that will play out. We'll see where that goes. We're fighting against it right now. These Republicans think they're shoo-ins to get elected. They're propping up this McCormick guy in front of us, and McCormick ain't who we want for a senator. We don't want Bob Casey. The only Republican option to that is McCormick. Are they throwing this race? Are they just throwing it out the window by propping up this McCormick guy? I will hold my nose and vote for McCormick, but I want Mastriano in there. I want Doug Mastriano. Will they give us Mastriano? I doubt it. I doubt it. Oh yeah, happy Labor Day, by the way, everybody. Hey, Gator Girl and Priscilla, hello. I'm just seeing that you're in here. Hey, Julius. Happy Labor Day, everybody. Kamala's speech had a lot to do with labor. They associate labor with unions, and she says you can thank unions for a 5-day work week. I don't recall unions doing anything about that. I recall Congress doing something about that. Morality is doing what's right regardless of what you're told. Obedience is doing what is told regardless what is right. Is that not exactly what's going on? So yeah, Priscilla, here in PA, we're stuck. We're stuck. We got to vote for this Rhino McCormick. I don't know that he's a rhino, but man, I just listened to his voice. He's got a squeaky little voice. Apparently he went to like Air Force Academy, so he's military, but he hasn't said a word now. Trump has given him the stage at several rallies now, and I haven't heard a word of policy out of him either. So the same thing that we're complaining about Kamala, the same thing is true about this McCormick guy. Not one word about policy. Not one word about a rigged election. Not one word about political prisoners. And all these other stories that come up in the news are distractions from those key issues. The Trump assassination. McCormick, I'd like to hear about a Pennsylvania investigation into the assassination attempt on our home turf. Got anything to say about that? Crickets. Nothing but crickets, man. So we got our work cut out for us here in Pennsylvania. And I got a couple curious people walking by me here as I'm talking to my camera by myself. What else we got? Oh, Beverly, I'm going to show you the town, man. Just a second. I'm rolling cigarettes here for our little journey. I was just going to run some memes while I'm sitting here doing that. Once again, this is the town of Ephrata, Pennsylvania. It's a town that is pretty resilient because it's been run by Republicans for a long time. Has not been totally crushed by the horrible economy and pandemic that The New World Order has foisted upon us. What do you got there, Julius? Jay, I can't answer the phone. Big fire in Bakersfield at a vacant building, 3-alarm thing. Spell the town. It's Ephrata. E-P-H-R-A-T-A. Just like out of the Bible. Ephrata. I lived here near this town for, let's see, 76, like 25 years. Then I moved all the way across the country to Washington State and lived 20 minutes from a town named the exact same thing, only they called it Ephrata. So it's a couple of different spellings. It's a name out of the Bible. We pronounce it here as Ephrata. Speaking about, is there any live streamers streaming it? What's going on in Aurora, Colorado, and why haven't I seen one single live streamer streaming anything about it? I'm seriously wondering about this. All right. Hey, Tammy Green. Thanks for being here. We're going to take a walk around town with a flag. Yeah, but Jerry, wouldn't a live streamer just love to be there if that's what's going on down there? And I did hear this story about bikers heading that way, but I'm not believing that either. I saw some footage of bikers, riding down the road and stuff, but no bikers talking about how they're going to go in there and kick some Venezuelan butt. A lot of this could be, I think it's misinformation to distract from the Trump assassination investigation, really, because that's what we still should be talking about right now. What's that about a cop? That thing with the Aurora cop getting away with raping his kids? I don't even know that story, Rosemary. Sorry. And I do know there's a lot of shady stuff going on in Colorado. I mean, it's especially the Denver metro area there, and Aurora is part of that, man. Just in, U.S. seizes Venezuelan President Maduro's plane in Dominican Republic. All right. So that's Venezuela. Nothing about Brazil yet, though? Will the State Department make any statements about Brazil? I mean, this is up. MAGA is worldwide right now, by the way. I can't find my Amish cooling system. I think we'll put this up for a while. I'm gonna mount this on the tripod here as we're walking around. Got to hook up some battery power. So I just got on early. I pulled up and you guys are seeing it live. What I got to do to get ready to do a live stream here. Number one is roll cigarettes. Number two is hook up the battery. Number three is rig all the title up for the video and all that stuff. So they seized his airplane. How interesting. What interesting times we live in. I'd like to share a story about Silly for Him right now. I hope this is all right with her. Silly for Him's been struggling with health issues. They put her in a hospital. She found herself on a floor of the hospital where prisoners were getting treated for cancer. And each prisoner had a DOJ guard at the doorway of their rooms. And she's up there on a floor with all these DOJ guards standing outside of the hospital rooms. So she starts talking to him about J6. And I just was like, Sylvia, isn't that wild? Where God put you tonight for whatever reasons, you know? It's there to get health care for to get examined on the cancer she's fighting with, but to find yourself there with all these federal DOJ guards at the hospital, isn't that wild? I don't think Waltz was driving. No. Yeah, here's the story I was just telling you about at the beginning here. Waltz's motorcade. All right, we got battery. All right, here's the Amish cooling system, in case you guys were asking about this. Here's a paper towel right here, right? I fold it up to the size of the phone. It's the exact same size of the phone. I cut out a little square right there at the top, and that's where the camera is on the other side of the phone. I take some water. Get it wet. It's not dripping wet, right? And then I basically just put this on the back of the phone. All right, so this is going to get jiggly. I hope you're not on the large screen TV right now. So that paper towel is now on the back of the phone, and it's cooling my phone right now with no battery power being wasted. Wipe off your lens. Never start a stream with a dirty lens. All right. Grab some water. good to go. Okay, Benny Johnson's got a video on the car wreck and with the walls motorcade. I hope nobody was hurt. All right, let's hit it. Let me show you the town. Again, we are in Ephrata, Pennsylvania, home of the new Kamala Harris, Tim Walz. Campaign headquarters. Parking, 25 cents for 30 minutes, 50 cents an hour parking on Main Street, Ephrata. Like I said, it's a Republican town. Look at these nice sidewalks they got. We have a fantastic state fair here every year. Looks like we got a Puerto Rican flag up in the window here. Oh yeah, Cleo, isn't that a beauty sky today? Chemtrail free today. Rain clouds moving in. There we are. All right, yeah, Jerry was at the Trump rally in Johnstown, PA. Here is the Ephrata National Bank. How many small towns got their own bank anymore? Okay, now you see that big gorgeous building right there? That used to be the Ephrata National Bank. And they went through some hard times and had to sell their big, beautiful marble building. I don't believe that is the National Bank anymore. But they didn't go out of business. And they own a different building here now. I could be wrong on this. Let's go find out. I'm wrong. They do still own their nice big marble building. Yeah. All right. The resiliency of a nice little Republican town. And we got Kamala intruding into this nice little Republican town. Just don't build them like they used to, man. Valerie, you're only 55 miles away. This is, when they have this fair here, they close this entire main street down. And it is packed. They got Ferris wheels and all kinds of stuff going on down here when the fair is in town. Got some sculptures out here. Got the kids playing on a tree. Yeah, just so I don't feel lost. Some sirens. Another big, beautiful building. Look at that, Art Deco, kinda. The industrial Art Deco look, maybe. No doubt that building's from, I guess the 20s or the 30s. Oh, it says Royer on the front here. Royer Flowers is a company here. That must have been their original building they built. Doesn't look like they own that building anymore, but it's known as the Royer building. Oh, and look what we got up in the window. We got the rainbow flag. So see people, they're infiltrating. They're here. Honor our vets here. Yeah, Carol, everything's closed because of Labor Day. Just about every, they got these posts in town and there's a veteran hanging on every single one of them. Hiya, Tina. We're tooling around the little town of Ephrata, Pennsylvania. Wow, man. That's disturbing, Beverly. Woke up at 12:40 to sirens. Heard car skidding, 2 gunshots. Oh my goodness. Heads up, America. Heads up. glory. Waving proud. Down here a little bit more. Yeah, it's a beautiful sky today, Jerry. Slug bug. That's right. Don't see too many of them around anymore. Did you just hit me in the arm too? It's a pretty cool one, actually. It's got the curved windshield. It's a Super Beetle. Love it. Pennsylvania roads have rusted many of those apart by now. Still got some industry here, a lot of farming. Go a half a mile out of town and farms all around this whole area. They got a really cool museum here called the Ephrata Cloisters, which was an area that some really religious people lived at in the 1700s here. They have a big, beautiful building. It's kind of like Williamsburg, where everybody's in costume and they are going about their daily business as you tour the building and grounds that they have there. We should go there sometime. It's been a long time since I went to the Ephrata Cloister. I don't know what the word cloister means, Tammy, but that is what they call it, the Ephrata Cloister. That's just a cool screenshot right there. All right, we got one beep. People kind of sleepy and quiet today. Yeah, Julius, I've been meaning to tell you. There's a plant called burdock. It grows like these really big leaves. And you could be wrapping those injuries that are not healing that you've been saying about with burdock leaves. I don't know if anyone's seen the sign yet. I'm kind of paying attention to the camera. I'm walking around here kind of oblivious to what's going on around me right now. All right, Tammy with the scoop. Cloister is a covered walk in a convent, monastery, college, or cathedral, typically with a wall on one side and a colonnade opening on the quadrangle, to the quadrangle on the other. Well, there you go. We just learned something today. We didn't waste a day. Is it too late for that, Julius? I don't know. Lots of stuff we could be doing on that. I have a friend who's going through the same thing with an injury from her knee replacement that is not healing up for months under the care of doctors. It's kind of weird. Ooh, oh, here is a beautiful building. Oh my goodness, this thing is gorgeous. Look at this. Yeah, I'm not a doctor, Julius. Yeah, baby. You know it. There you go. All right, looks like this building has got a slate roof. Yeah, thanks, Tammy, for that. That was great. Slate roof, I think that's serpentine. Interesting. This is a faux serpentine limestone facade on this building, man. Check this out. They used to do a lot of faux stuff back in the 17 and 1800s. Okay. So you see the tint on this stone is green, which is serpentine. But they didn't usually cut it in blocks like this. They would face it. They would make veneer instead of cutting blocks. But you see right here, come on, zoom in. But you can see right here where the fake green is coming off of the limestone behind it. Right here. Interesting. So that was like a slurry, a greenish slurry that was put up. Very cool. Gorgeous building. It's got the mansard roof. Gorgeous building. I've been down in Lancaster too, and I found a couple more like really cool buildings I haven't shown you yet. We'll get to them someday. Look at this. Look at all that fancy woodwork. Okay, here's another bank. This was Farmers National Bank, which was another Lancaster County bank. I forget what this type of style of architecture was called. It was Italian something. Italian. Oh man, I can't remember. Well, the sky is making it look gorgeous today, isn't it? Renaissance, that's it. Italian Renaissance. Thanks, Cleo. I think that's Italian Renaissance. But one of the characteristics of Italian Renaissance is something I see on that building over here. Is the way, all right, you see how these soffit brackets, here's my finger. These soffit brackets are doubled up. There's two at a time. That's Italian Renaissance. So the other one might be just Renaissance, as far as I know. There's another beauty. Look at those gables. Look at how fancy that is. Oh no, Stu. Found asbestos. Yeah. I've worked on a lot of asbestos buildings. One way of dealing with asbestos is just to encapsulate it. So, but apparently that is not going to be an option for you, I guess. And by encapsulating, I just mean paint over it. If you just encapsulate it with a coat of paint, it keeps it from exposing you to the asbestos. Well, and that's about it for the town of Ephrata. It continues down this way for another couple of blocks. Cloister is down that way. So Very residential. Oh, here comes a nice Corvette. A lot of nice brick homes down that way. There's a big old church down there. I ain't gonna walk all the way down there. So I think you can tell this ain't a Democrat town, okay? That was my whole point for coming down here. Oh, I've been wondering where this was. We got the Masonic Lodge, 665. Ooh, one number away. Right next to the liquor store. How ironic. Look at the detail on that stuff. Ooh. Yeah, too clean, too fixed up, too like American. Too quiet.
Thank you.
Yeah, Tammy, it is a beautiful, peaceful little town. I didn't go to school here, but I have friends that did. They loved it. It was a great place to grow up. Several of them went to the Vietnam War. Some of their buddies never made it home. Not sure what the story of that. Looks like a great place to have a cup of coffee and a scone. They don't gotta lock up the chairs when they're not open. Yeah, peaceful little Republican town. I like these little planters they got out here. What's up, Sonal? Good to see you. We're just checking out some buildings. Touring the little town of Ephrata, Pennsylvania. Apparently there used to be a little railway here. This is the old rail station. That's cool. It's all the way to Lidditz. Alright, they got a rail trail thing here. Great use of old railroad right-of-ways that no longer exist. Hey there, Troll Slayer. Wow, that's an old building right there. Yeah, right, Cleo. Even the alleys are clean. Okay, here's the building Kamala's moving into. thing. What's up, bud?
Hey, more power to you, brother.
Thanks.
I can't believe the Dems are in Ephrata.
That's their
I know, they opened an office, yeah.
That's what we're showing. It's a nice Republican town.
I know, embarrassing.
You get like one in town. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna do some protest.
That's right. Have a great day.
All right, brother. I don't know what this building is. It's not old. It's fairly spectacular, though. But anyways, right here is where Kamala's moving in. No, it doesn't. It's not an exterior elevator. It's like there's 1, 2, 3, 4 big round balconies inside those windows. So this is the Roy H. Good Business Center, 114 East Main Street. If you'd like to help out with the Kamala Harris campaign, you can come here. Parking's cheap. It's 50 cents an hour because it's a Republican town still. Yeah. Right, Smalley. Good to see you, bud. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope everything's well there in Missouri. And I just hope all the neighbors understand what just moved into their town. Here in the town of Lancaster, Pennsylvania, or the county of Lancaster, they have a headquarters down in the city of Lancaster, but this is the first satellite office that they've opened up here. On Tuesday, Ephrata Democrats posted on Instagram an invitation to the official opening celebration at 3 p.m. last Saturday. Anyone looking to attend is asked to register using the form at Lancaster News/Harris Ephrata. So you can't just walk in, you got to be credentialed. John Williamson, chair of the Ephrata Democrats, said he had heard a second Harris office would open in the county and was delighted to learn his borough was picked as the location. We have a good, solid grassroots community in the Ephrata area, Williamson said. We're totally excited. Harris' campaign already operates an office in Lancaster City, inside the county Democrats' office on North Duke Street. That office opened in March when President Joe Biden was still the Democrats' presidential nominee. Oh my goodness. Harris's Ephrata office marks the first time in recent memory that a presidential candidate has opened a second office in Lancaster County. That's because this is Trump country. The Ephrata office also follows on what Harris' campaign staff have said repeatedly since she entered the race last month. The campaign is looking to close the vote gap in communities where former President Donald Trump won significantly more votes than Biden in the 2020 election. Trump won Lancaster County with 57% of more than 280,000 votes cast in 2020. He also bested Biden in all 4 voter precincts within Ephrata. Totaling the precinct's results, Trump won Ephrata by more than 24 points, 4,098 to 2,459. But Democrats say they hope to win over Republicans who may be fed up with Trump, especially the 20% of Lancaster County GOP voters who cast their ballot for then GOP presidential candidate Nikki Haley. Okay, Ephrata, you owe this to all the Nikki Haley voters that why Kamala decided to move into your little borough here. In Ephrata, Haley won 18% of the just over 1,000 Republican primary votes. What's clear is that the Harris-Walz campaign is investing in every community in Lancaster County and all communities of all kinds in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, said State Rep. Izzy Smith Wade L., a Democrat from Lancaster City. He's a real gem. Izzy Smith Wade L. I'll show you a picture of Izzy one of these days. Izzy Smith Wade L. He's got 2 hyphens in his last name. Izzy Smith Wade L says, this is about who is willing to put boots on the ground and put in the work to actually earn their vote. Tom O'Brien, chair of the county Democrats, shared a similar sentiment. It's important to get our message out to rural communities. Though Trump is heavily favored to win Lancaster County, Democrats hope to win every vote they can in similarly red-leaning counties to contribute to Harris's overall vote count. Statewide in 2020, Biden won Pennsylvania by a narrow 81,000 votes. In 2016, Trump won by just 44,000 votes. County GOP Chairman Kirk Radanovic did not respond to a request for comment. That's because this newspaper will not report anything good about a Republican. No Republicans give comments to this newspaper. Kush Desai, the Trump campaign spokesman in Pennsylvania, said none of Harris's efforts in Pennsylvania will matter come November. With the Harris-Biden administration's record of disaster at home and abroad over the past 4 years, the only messaging Team Kamala has to offer Pennsylvania are office openings. Well, I guess when you got a good comment like that, you'll give it to the paper. So that's what's going on. That was the newspaper article that made me aware that Ephrata now has a Harris-Walz campaign office. Yeah. Right, Smalley. That is the silver lining. All right, I'm going to close this out with a prayer. Almighty God, we humble ourselves before your throne and ask that you enable us to fight and war against the people who wish to destroy this fine country of ours. Bring this country to repentance. Raise us up in the name of your only begotten Son and give us victory. In our King's name, amen. All right, this is Jericho, over and out.